Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and November 29th, 2024. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Remember, the trend is your friend. Yep. And November 29th, it's my birthday. That's right. 1946, same age as Trump. And you see Trump when he's dancing goes, you got to move, man. You got to boogie, All these cats, they're too tight. They're too tight. I'm a Napolitano, born in the Bronx, born to be free. When I was a young guy, I'm the youngest of 5 at the time, born height of the war, after the war, height of America. America's at the top. I got that energy. All my aunts and uncles and parents, may they rest in peace. High time. Yep. So they used to say to me, because I was out of control, you little bastard, you're not going to make it till 21. I heard that until I was about 19 or 20. So anyway, happy to be here, and I thank them every day for all they gave me. Blessed man. So on to the markets. Maroon. New high for the Dow. Yep. New record. S&P, both up. S&P had the best week of the year, the best month of the year. Oh, the S&P had the best month of the year. Hey, isn't Vanguard happy? No. BlackRock's happier than they are. Oh, State Street, 3 companies own 88% of it. It's a fucking crime syndicate. And again, read your Trends Journal. We're positive on the markets with Trump coming in. He's going to do everything he can to keep boosting them up. We said it. It's not what you like, who you like, what you want, what you wish for. It's what is. And what is the same crime syndicate of the Uniparty. Gold. It was up $12 today, $2,649. So it's up $608 since we made that trend forecast that this would be a golden year for gold. So where's gold going? There's a lot of wild cards. And the Ukraine war is a wild card. The Israel war is a wild card. And will Trump lower interest rates? I don't think that's a wild card. I think he's going to push for him to get lower. And again, he pushed Powell to lower them in December 2018, when the Dow had its worst December since the Great Depression in 1931. In January, Powell lowered interest rates, jacked up the markets. Hey, remember the repo crisis in 2019? So Trump's going to do everything he can to keep boosting the markets. And Bitcoin, $97,138 as we went on the air. It's up only 40% since Trump got in. And Brent crude ain't doing good. $73 a barrel for Brent. Why? Demand is down and supply is up. So we're going to have to see what happens when OPEC Plus meets on December 5th, see if they're going to cut back on production and get others to cut back with it. So that's where oil's going. There we go. OPEC delays key decision on cuts to oil production. So they're going to meet again. Markets takes new tariff prospects in stride. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Yep. Again, it's not going to be, it's a guessing game. Is Trump going to live up to the tariffs that he says he's going to do? And again, I'm pro-tariff. I go back to McKinley, back in the late 1800s. He said, do you want cheap products or high wages? And I believe made in America. I'm all for it to become self-sustaining and self-sufficient and fuck this globalization shit that only helps the multi-billionaires. So I'm all for it. But what will he do? And it's a guessing game, and everybody knows it, and everybody's saying it. And then you see what happened over there in Asia. They lost ground on today because South Korean stocks, after its industrial production declined for the second straight month in October. We're mentioning this because it's industrial production. It's what they're making and people are buying. And there's a global slowdown. The facts are all there. What's going on in the equity markets, has absolutely nothing to do with Main Street or what's going on around the world. It's a whole different game. A key survey shows Germans preparing to tighten their belts rather than boost private consumption. That's from Euronews. Consumer climate indicator, the key survey dropped by 4.9 points. So looking for tougher times ahead. Again, we just talked about Korea, what's going on in Germany. Oh, how about this one? Warning of Greek-style debt crisis rocks France. That's Financial Times. So there's a slowdown all over the world. And if the United States puts tariffs on these countries, it's going to be a lot worse for them. But again, it's a guessing game because you have to see what Trump did when he was president. And again, all the data is there. He didn't do what he said he was going to do in a lot of situations. He backtracked. Again, it's all in your Trends Journal. And by the way, subscribe to the Trends Journal if you want to read history before it happens. We're giving you what nobody else in the world is giving you, not even close. Here, this is today's front page of the toilet paper record, the business section. Look at this stupid fucking picture. Look at it. Look at this stupid fucking picture. Up close and personal shopping. Even when Monica Martino was broke and couldn't afford anything, she loved roaming the stalls at New York City's holiday markets. Who gives a fuck? Oh, you don't give a fuck? How about this if you don't give a fuck? Look at the size of these pictures. All about what the fuck some person's doing shopping. Look at how little data is there and how little is printed. They're selling shit. The Wall Street Journal, the toilet paper record, the New York slime. We're giving you what nobody else in the world is giving you. End of story. If you could find it anywhere else, let us know. And look at the comments, by the way, of the people that subscribe to the Trends Journal. Every one of them, look at them. They love it and can't believe how inexpensive it is. $2.56 a week. The Wall Street Journal, $5 a day, $6 on the weekend, $5 on the weekend for the toilet paper record, and $4 every day if you buy it by the day. So, South Korea cuts interest rates over Trump fears. Oh, I just told you what happened. They cut interest rates before their industrial production numbers came out. They're doing everything they can to boost these economies up because this thing is going down. It's going down big. There's a place up here not too far, 4 hours, Canada, with that Trudeau, another arrogant little piece of scum shit, daddy's boy, little prick. Yep. Who fucked that country up by locking it down, put all those people in jail because they didn't want to, the truck drivers didn't want to get the I can't mention the thing, what happened because they'll blacklist us, but something that's injected into you to fight a virus. Yeah. Fuck the economy up big time. The Canadian economy shrank on a per person basis for the 6th consecutive quarter. Yep. And you also still have high interest rates. All right, we're telling you all what's going on in the world and what really means. And in the United States, I'll only give you a little fucking bullshit of what's going on here. Oh, are you ready for this? Wall Street Journal. Customers are quitting luxury brands as prices climb. No shit. How long have we been writing about this in the Trends Journal? Oh, about 2 years. Yeah. Maybe almost 3. This is important. The fish rots in the head down. If they can't afford to buy it at the top, you know it's hurting at the bottom. Here. They call this a democracy. How about calling it fascism, the merger of state and corporate powers? And all you got to look is the 1.2 billion that Trump got from the billionaires and rich people, and the 2.2 billion that Kamala Harris got. But here, Intel gets $7.9 billion U.S. grant to build a chip plant. Oh, 7.9? No, don't make it 8 billion. Let's just call it 7.9 billion. That's the fucking that they're selling. What the fuck are they giving them money for? This fucking company's a big company. You giving them our money? Our money? How about giving money to the Trench Journal, fuckface? This fucking bullshit. It's fascism. The merger of state and corporate powers. From Mussolini. You little weenies. Stealing our fucking dough to give it to these scumbags. ONAC to acquire Enlink for only $4.3 billion. Every week in the Trends Journal, we show you how the bigs keep getting bigger. And under Trump, the merger and acquisition activity is going to escalate. Roche to buy Posidia in deal worth as much as $1.5 billion. Blackstone in $3.5 billion gas pipe deal. Blackstone. Yeah. Blackstone. The one that started buying up all the houses as people went broke when the panic of 08 happened. Yeah. And now all these companies own homes because people can't afford to buy them. They rent them out. Anglo-American to sell its coal assets for only $3.8 billion. You see the merger and acquisition activity. All we are plantation workers of Slavelandia. The bigs own fucking everything. And not one of those pieces of shit give a penny to peace. Not a fucking penny for peace. Not a fucking penny for peace. Only war. Only war. And what else do we have? Info says predict a trend for self-built AI models. SoftBank plans to put $1.5 billion more into OpenAI. I'm mentioning this because every week in the Trends Journal, we have two sections on AI, one by Joe Durant, one by Ben Davis. We're giving you everything in AI that we can. This is the future. It's the future. Love it, hate it, want it, don't want it. It's it. How's this, folks? Hey, plantation workers, stole more of your dough to give it to slaughtering people. Keep that genocide going over there in Gaza. Not in the news at all. Can't find it anywhere. Not a picture. Nothing in the toilet paper. Nothing in the today's Wall Street Journal of the slaughter going on there. Washington to approve $680 million sale of precision arms to Israel. Isn't that nice? Precision arms to keep blowing off the arms and legs of young kids and women and innocent men in Gaza. No outrage. Heil Hitler. Germany's military supports Israel another $1.39 million. 1.3. They don't make it 140 million. They always do this 9. Now, fuck off, you murderous bastards. Israel only killed 33 Palestinians in Gaza over the last 24 hours. Well, that was 2 days ago. That's Lebanon ceasefire, not end the war. Trump vows no delays in shipping more weapons. This is Haaretz, the Israeli newspaper. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a murderous fucking bastard, they don't say that, said that Israel may resume war with Hezbollah in response to any breach for a ceasefire. They're bombing the shit out of it already, by the way. In an interview with China, insisting against calling the agreement an end to the war. All right? You got it? A ceasefire, I didn't say ending the war. Ceasefire? Total. Bullshit detected. You better take precautions because they're going to kill you. Yep. The ceasefire, he said, can be very short. In the same interview, Netanyahu also said that, quote, President Trump told me unequivocally that as far as he's concerned, there will be no delay in any weapons. More weapons to keep slaughtering the people. Not a peep about peace. Not a peep about peace. Nothing. Hey, Jake Tapper, what do you got, fucking Lapcha? Anderson Cooper, where are you? Rachel Maddow, where you? No shit coming out of your mouth? Not about word about peace from any of these pricks. And I can't say the other word. Lebanon accuses Israel of violating ceasefire with border strike. There you go. Well, that's from the Financial Times. And then on to the Ukraine war. Putin threatens to turn Kyiv targets to dust. Vladimir Putin has threatened to use Russia's new hypersonic ballistic missiles to turn targets in Kyiv to dust. Yep. At present, the Ministry of Defense and the General Staff is selecting targets to hit on Ukrainian territory. These could be military facilities, defense, industrial enterprises. Yep. That's what he's saying, and it's going to happen. But just to show you what fucking shit the media is, they quote a dumb fucking nobody that's gone, but he's in the news everywhere, Boris Johnson. This clown fucking freak fat piece of scum shit all over the news. Boris Johnson admits that Ukraine conflict is, quote, a proxy war, meaning we're at war with them. Yep. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph yesterday, Johnson chastised the West for what he sees as lack of resolve to supporting Ukraine. Quote, the problem has not been escalation. The problem has been the failure to escalate fast enough. This fat fucking prick who couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag, and they don't make paper bags that big. Boy, does he love war. Hey, fuckface, go over there and fight. The best cartoonist in the world could not come out with a little freakier little prick than that cocksucker. Nobody. And this is who they quote. This is the shit that they sell. You know why? They're prostitutes. They're media whores that get paid to put out by the corporate pimps and government whoremasters. It's been pathetic. Let's face it, he said. We're waging a proxy war, but not giving our proxies the ability to do the job. Yep. For years now, we've been allowing them to fight with one hand tied behind their back. It's looking like a fucking kid. Hey, fat boy, go over there. Anybody, anywhere that supports the Israeli genocide, the Lebanese war, the Ukraine war, you support it, go over there and fight. Send your money, your wife, your transgenders, everybody else, or shut your fucking mouth. And what else do we have here? Rebel groups launch attacks on Syria's Aleppo city. This is serious. There's a number of articles that are going to come out in your Trends Journal about this. They're ramping up the Syrian war. Oh, these are the ISISes that America is supposed to be fighting that we're supporting. And Turkey is behind this as well. And Turkey, Erdogan is full of shit. They're supplying Israel with the weapons and everything else that they need, or oil, whatever. And they're ramping this up. They're ramping this up to escalate the Middle East war and for Russia to pull more of its troops out to go fight over there and to get Iran more involved in this. And Iran said they're not going to let it happen. Yep. So, ramping up more war. Kremlin comments on Syrian escalation. The renewed terrorist attacks in Syria are an encroachment on the sovereignty of the Middle Eastern country, Kremlin spoken said. Yep. So they're ramping up war. And what else? America, the democracy. Remember last year when all those students were protesting against what Israel was doing with the genocide in Gaza? It's cut way back now. Yep. You know why? Stiffened rules, quiet protests at universities. Yep. Censorship 2.0. Yeah. When I was a young guy, there were all these protests going on about the Vietnam War. Remember what happened with Kent State? They killed those innocent people. I was in college back then. No protests, not allowed anymore. Nope. Yep. Way, way down now. Way, way down. They worry President Donald Trump, who is a candidate, called for universities, quote, to vanquish the radicals, could ratchet up the pressure. You're not allowed to protest. And again, where are all the people my age? How come they're not out there protesting these wars? You know why? Because we're all getting drafted back then. Yeah, 18 years old, you get drafted. I did everything I could to beat the draft. And again, I was stupid enough to believe the war. I just don't want to get my brains blown out. Oh, like Trump? Yeah, we got more draft. Before you got 6 draft or 4, 5, 6 draft deferments. Same with Biden. But they love war. And then finally, we got an article in this week's Trends Journal about the obesity problems in America. And there's just another article just came out. Breaking the scale. Study finds that 208 million Americans are now overweight or obese. That's it. Suffering from blimpitis. We've been writing about this. Not a word about it. What's really causing it? They blame it on mental issues. It's about eating shit. And again, one of the first books I worked on back in the 1980s, Natural Healing. It's not bullshit. I know this stuff. I have an honorary doctorate from the National University of Health Sciences for the work I've done in complementary and integrative medicine. Not that I know the field, but how I supported it, know about it, wrote about it, and keep writing about it. So here's the deal. At 78, this is what I have to say to you. Number one, you better boogie before the lights go out because tomorrow is iffy. Number two, get in the best shape you can, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The older you get, the better shape you got to get in. Because I don't want to become an inmate in a nursing home. So I do everything I can to stay in the best shape I can. Do I live a perfect life? No. I like to drink my vino and I like to have a bambino, but none around here. But anyway, which is a perfect life. So thanks for tuning in. And check out the interview I did yesterday with, or Wednesday, excuse me, with Judge Andrew Napolitano. You're not going to want to miss it. And please support us. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. We're the only magazine in the world that's giving you history before it happens. Thank you.